Ladies and gentlemen, man, am I excited to be casting this map. We have King of Kings. Is it the bugged version? No, we have the real version of King of Kings. One of my favorite maps, period, for Age of Empires 2 community games. So it is Regicide. So you have your king you can lose. And then also it is King of the Hill. You have the water element on the outer edge. And all the corners, everyone can see there's extra gold and there's extra stone. And then there's also the monument. So you can win by either killing everyone's king. You could win by controlling the monument. There's so many things to focus on. It's pretty wild. And we have Willis in the orange, who's playing as the Italians. In the blue, we have me. Me is playing as the Japanese. In the gray, we have Vietnamese for Tomatrix, which is interesting because I'm fairly certain I said they could pick civs. And normally he goes Byzantines, but okay. In the red, we have Aztecs for God of the Godless. In the yellow, we have Malay for Honi 17. In the green, we have Balki. Balki's playing as the Persians. And then we have Under Pressure, who's playing as the Ethiopians. There's just this open gap over here. Luckily, there's no extra golds or anything, so there's just a few extra trees. So despite us not having a player, there's no extra gold generated, which is pretty cool. Guys, I'm not dating any females in the Age of Empires community. I am as single as it gets. So stir up as many rumors as you'd like, but just making that clear. Just making that clear. I'm sure you guys know as well. So males then. No, not dating any males either. As I said, I'm as single as it gets, guys. Not dating Dave. And while I can probably take that joke, Dave would probably get really annoyed if you were to make that joke. Which is probably something I shouldn't have said, because now you guys are going to make the joke around Dave. I think they did random civs. Just because of the civs they have, I think they might have done random civilizations. Which makes it fun. So on this map, it's important to fish. It's then important to use whatever water control you have to secure a corner. And if someone gets the corner, you can see that they're there and maybe steal that from them. This is diplomacy, which means you can ally an enemy, anyone at any point in time. There's so many elements. There's almost no correct thing to do on this map because it's so wild. If you go for the monument, you could lose your king. If you don't go for the monument, you could lose because you're not there. If you go for water, you might not have enough on land. If you go too heavy on land, you might lose everything near water. So it's pretty cool. And I think it's the most creative idea for community games we've seen. T90 is dating short trees. Yes. That's exactly right, my friend. That's exactly right. So you can also dock on the inner edge. However, any navy you have on the inner edge cannot access the outer edge and vice versa. So if you make galleys out on the outer ring, you can't get to the center. So it's tough. It's cool, though. I think red is the more experienced player here. God of the Godless is, well, he's definitely the most experienced player here. So I hope he doesn't steamroll everybody. He might threaten the people on the sides, that's for sure. We'll find out soon enough. T90 official, you are not simple, you have us. We are a wonderful date right now, even. Yes, that's what it is, right? We're on a wonderful date. You guys definitely think of this as dating. Nothing else. What an entertaining date this is, man. The food is, it kind of sucks. I only had a protein bar and a little bit of yogurt with some cheap coffee, but I think if we really like each other, guys, if we continue this relationship, I think that this can really be a long-term thing. I think we can make it work out. We just have to try. But the company is to die for, exactly. Who cares about the food? Who cares about those things? We just care about love. And also, we care about death, apparently, because you guys like to see king snipes. Oh my god! I don't know if we want to see that, Honi. She's gonna survive. Just like our relationship will, guys. Without the food. T90 official, do you think your farming skills are holding you back? I think that your insults are holding my... I think they're holding me back. How am I supposed to look myself in the mirror after those insults? T90 official, it's gonna be hard for you to put out for 600 plus people. I have my ways, man. I have my ways. We're not gonna talk about it, because... That's a dangerous thing to discuss in Twitch chat. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Just gonna leave it at that. Willis seems unhappy about something. What you talking about, Willis? What's he unhappy about here? He's on stone at the moment. Interesting. Maybe he lost the monument. I wasn't really paying attention. I was too busy trolling Twitch chat. Teal and green have huge advantage to the empty spot between them. I agree, man. I agree. I think that this really helps because they won't be vulnerable. Also, you do run out of wood on this map. So, you can always pressure there. Sorry for the yawns. It's been a long stream today. I don't take many breaks. I did a great job drinking some water today. I mean, I always get dehydrated when I cast for 8 straight hours. That's just the norm, but I prepared. I had yogurt and I had a protein bar. I had like some type of a snack throughout the day. And also, I had the water, which is good. I don't know if I could do 10 hours of non-stop community games. I think that I used to do 10 hours because I used to take those 15-minute breaks. But as a streamer, if you take those long breaks, a lot of people leave. So I prefer to just take smaller breaks and shorten the overall time period. T90 official, where's trade cart nothing? Well, you never know, man. You never know what I'm going to spring on you guys. Surprises are around every corner. Bendy Straws, I normally start my streams between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. EST on Saturdays. In fact, on Saturday, which will be my next stream, it'll be at noon EST. So if you're in Europe, that'll be in the evening for you. If you're in Australia or India or anywhere on the other side of the world, that'll be a bit awkward, but you could possibly catch some of it. The times are different, though, every Saturday. It really depends on what's going on. Saturday, I might stream a bit earlier as well. I'll keep you guys updated. There's going to be some expert games, I think, a few hours before my scheduled stream starts. So, as always, I'll tweet out and post on Discord and change the schedule below the stream if I have to. What's up, Bango Beast? Bango Beast, this is King of Kings. Really cool map that combines water, combines land, combines King of the Hill, combines Regicide. And players are just working their economies up to where they need to be right now. Force Nothing Tournament. 64 players enter, 1 player leaves. I bet you'd love to cast 9 straight games of Force Nothing. Oh yeah, man. That sounds like a very dangerous tournament to organize. Because you know, if I were to organize that tournament, you guys would expect me to cast a lot of it. If I ever wanted Force Nothing to die, that's probably what I would do. Because, and yeah, perfect timing on that sub there, J-Pon. Because that'd be a great way to get you guys tired of Force Nothing, I think. But it's good every now and then. It's good every now and then. How many people here heard or didn't hear the clip of when I was recording offline content for Hidden Cup and then the Force Nothing alert came in? I kind of want to play that again to show you guys what I have to deal with because of this dang Force Nothing. Okay, let me show you this real quick. This is pretty funny. I'll play this. Tomatrix is going for scouts or something. Have to pull it up. It's unlisted on YouTube. So I have to tab out real quick so you won't hear the game sound. But I think you guys will enjoy this. Oh, the scout. He's going after the farm. Oh, did he get that or was it deleted? What are you doing, Tomatrix? What are you doing, bud? J-Pon, we were talking about Force Nothing right as you subbed, and the alert says Force Nothing. Okay, so this is what happens when I try and record offline content. So, sorry for the delay here. It's loading up behind the scenes. Alright, listen to this. So I'm recording this for Hidden Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Hidden Cup. Force Nothing. The Hidden Cup is a 1v1. Come on! I'm showing you a recording of when Force Nothing interrupted my other offline content, and we got another one. I present to you the Hidden Cup. The Hidden Cup is a 1v1 Age of Empires 2 tournament that spans over the course of 3 days. The prize pool is close to $1,500. This event features some of the best players in the world. The Viper, MBL, Slam, Doubt, Tato, Leary, Nikov, Vivi, Yo, Riot, Fire, and Miguel. You've got to be fucking kidding me. So right when I finished it, I was getting all this stuff recorded. And right when I finished it, that alert came in. I was offline. I wasn't even streaming. That happened twice as I was trying to record content. I mean, I obviously love you guys. Thank you for the support. But that cracks me up, man. I sent it to my mods. They were just dying. So Tamatrix is being a real thorn in God of the Godless' side, which is quite good for everybody else, I think. Because, obviously, God of the Godless is the higher rated player here. He is a huge Vil lead. And Tamatrix just is scout rushing him. Which is interesting, because I think Red wanted to go for some monks anyway, so at least slows him down a little bit. Okay. Everybody else is working their way up to where they need to be. It's going to take some time. Willis is on the way to Imp, though. Very early Imp time for him, because he only has 41 Vils, but he does have 18 fishing ships, and they are Italian fish. Has a castle as well. Lots of food. Still 332 years left on the monument countdown. Yeah, this God of the Godless guy plays a lot of Mega Random, and he's around 1900 level on Boobly. And some players at this level that join the community games will troll a little bit. He probably plays it more seriously. So, he's a real threat to everybody. But he's being real annoyed by this. He's lost quite a few villagers. He's lost quite a few monks. Pretty funny play from Tamatrix. I mean, well played to pressure this guy. So as I said, that will help everybody else. T90 Official, who would you like to see qualify for NAC2? You're going to be there, right? Yeah. It's hard to say, man. There's so many players in this community I'd love to meet. I don't know if I could really give an answer for that. I'd say, of all the players I haven't met in Age of Empires 2, the two players that I really want to meet would be, and no offense to the others, of course, but I really want to see what Vivi's like in real life. Because when I got the audio recording of Vivi for Hidden Cup, he just sounds like a real happy guy. I think it'd be real fun to just have a beer with Vivi, even though we couldn't understand each other. So I'd love to meet the Fat Dragon. And then I think Miguel. I'm pretty close friends with Miguel. Outside of Age, like we talk more than I talk to any other top player. And he's a really nice guy. Honestly, all the Brazilians are really nice, so I'd love to meet them. That would be cool. So, I mean, it's of course possible, whoever qualifies for the ECL LAN, right? So, but right now it seems like the two Chinese teams and Secret are in the top 3, and they're in a pretty strong position there. So, Frantic or SY could do it. But there's, again, this community is like family to me. This community is like family to me. I've watched a lot of these players for years. And I've casted these guys and spoken to these guys for years. So whether you're a viewer or a player, I see you guys online more than I see most of my own family. So I really do, like, this community means a lot. So there's very few players who I wouldn't want to meet, you know? So I like how Red just goes, okay, you wanted to go light cap versus me. I'm going to go with Siege and Monks versus you. This is a little bit of payback here. A little bit of redemption. He's actually researching redemption right now. And Tamatrix doesn't have food now. So I don't think he'll be in a good spot. But props to him, you know, for going after the top dog here. Well played, Tamatrix. And unfortunately, he loses his scalp before he kills that Mangonel. His king is on the move. He's trying to build a castle. Oh no! Oh no. Tamatrix, this castle's not gonna go up, man. This castle is not gonna go up. Oh boy. Yeah, he's in trouble. The T90F emote was not allowed by Twitch anymore, but get the Fs in the chat because Tamatrix is in big trouble. Also, Under Pressure is really under pressure. Willis with his condos just went right into Under Pressure's base, and Under Pressure's has been caught off guard by this. Is losing a ton of his population, and he's asking for peace. Meanwhile, everybody else is playing it extremely safe. 250 years left on that monument. This is not going to happen for you, Matrix. Just abandon ship here. I will be in Germany for Nilly's Apartment Cup 2. Well, that's the plan anyway. I mean, I'm pretty much confirmed, assuming all the things that were promised, I guess, are sorted. Like the travel details. Oh, God! I can't talk and watch this at the same time. It's so rough. So, I'm excited to be there. And I will probably meet up with the Rocket Beans guys, yes. I was asked by Marco if I would be at Gamescom this year. And I was not going to be making the trip, but had I been there, I would have done something with Rocket Beans for Age of Empires 2. Hey Roz, what's up, man? Red is playing a game called How Many Units Can You Kill? And not Matrix's units, his own units. He's killed 2 of his own scouts, he killed 1 of his own vills. But I guess he converted these scouts, so it's fine. Matrix has 27 population. He's looking to hang in here. Meanwhile, Honey, he's building up on the other side, making docks on either side. Malay are such a strong civilization here. And Honey actually has a score lead. So these are now harbors, so they will shoot some arrows if anyone ever tries to pressure him. We have the dock block going, so it's hard for units to run through. Willis is now behind Under Pressure in population. And I feel like Under Pressure can fight this back. I think Ethiopians can destroy Italians, but that is once they get their upgrades, and that's not the case for Under Pressure. Under Pressure has the southern corner, so he has that gold. Honey has the western corner. In the north, Honey's also there. He's actually building harbors, so that will deny Red from getting those resources. And nobody has the eastern corner, which is interesting, because that's so important normally. Wow! It's a Matrix. What a play. What a play, man. He's trying his best to keep everything he has alive here. Wow, look at that. Red converted the villager after his Maganella had already fired, and he ends up killing his own chick. I think Honey could really do this. With the amount of resources he has coming in, he could definitely do this with Malay. 198 years remaining, though, so we still have some time. Ouch, you got ignored. That's okay, I still love you, T90. Did I ignore you, Vapor Trail? Sorry, man. Says, T90 Official, what's going on, bud? Still enjoying that purple 2-year badge. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm tired, man. The badge looks good. Seriously, it looks really good. Just exhausted. Just exhausted after a long day of casting, that's all. So even if Honey doesn't take resources here, he could block this off from anyone else. And Red has monks in the center. His monks will die to the harbors. Is he going to try and convert them? He could try, but he will fail here, I think. Would be funny, though. It would be funny if he could pull it off. Can he get one? He hasn't even gotten one yet. Oh my goodness, that's not worth it. He does. Oh, he gets one. He gets one single dock for all of that. Over 1,000 gold goes down the drain. So I said that he would play it more serious, but he's obviously trolling a bit, which I think makes it more fair. As he might steamroll everyone if he didn't do this. That was at least a dozen monks, right? Seemed like a dozen. Willis might regret attacking Teal. He just might. But Teal needs... There we go. He's on his way to Imp now. He really needs that Imp upgrade. Ash Valid says, T90 official poll time for who we want to win. It's actually a great idea. It's actually a great idea. Ducks, could we get a poll going for who these guys want to see win? I think Honey's actually a fan favorite. I don't know if he's won too many games. Willis just deleted his TC. Whoops. That's a mistake. It's alright. He's already in the Imperial Age. It could have been much worse. Or was that not a delete? Did Blue... Wait, I think Blue... I think I'm just a noob caster. I think Blue petarded that thing. Because he has the transport here. And Willis said that was close. Oh, okay. Well, I missed that. My bad. I gotta be more attentive, apparently. There's so many things you can focus on in this map. You could go for transports. You could just go for standard water in the center. You could go for land. Okay, so now under pressure, taking advantage of the southern gold. I think any civilization with, I'm going to remove the overlay now, any civilization with strong navy, fire ships and demos, and, then normally a strong unique unit, I guess, could be good. Like Karambit warriors. Malay are just the perfect King of the Hill Civ. They really are. And these dock blocks are beautiful. Look at the symmetry. Has he dock blocked every side? He's dock blocked every side for the most part. So the only way to surprise Honey is by looping around this way and getting into his base. It's the only way. Or you could just go for siege rams. And siege rams can destroy these docks quite easily. I think the pole is broken. I think it says pole is closed. It doesn't seem like the pole is working just yet. We'll work on it, guys. We'll work on it. So God of Godless is trying to get back into this game. He's ramming down the harbors. Willis says we have to stop red for now. Well, red is in the center. We're at 112 years. This is where it gets really intense, guys. Every person needs to be thinking about the center. Oh, man. Are those some samurai or what from blue? That is enough samurai to come in and kill Willis. Willis has just been making condos. I can see Willis already tried to go in there. That did not work out for him. Red's killing a few docks, but he's not going to be able to push much further than this because of Yellow's Karambit warriors. And I don't think Red's plan is worked out here, and the pole, maybe the pole system is broken. Let me see if I can refresh it. There we go, ducks. Maybe try and relaunch it. Doesn't seem to be working. We broke it. We broke it. Well, if I was putting money on this game, I'd put my money on Honey. Because Honey is in an extremely strong position. But let's not forget about the fact that Teal is up to 181 population. He is Ethiopian. His king is safe. Let's not forget about Blue. We have Balky, but we haven't seen a lot from Balky yet this game. Balky could do this. He has 5,000 gold. He's sending the pointy boys into the middle, so at least we have the memes going. I think that if you're going full samurai or just full anything with no navy in the center, you'll find yourself in big, big trouble once demo ships arrive. Vietnamese don't get heavy demo. I don't think Ethiopians get heavy demo. About 20 to 30% of civilizations in this game do not get heavy demo, and we have quite a few of them in this game. Though I don't have that memorized. I don't think Italians get it either, right? Italians do not get it. Excuse me, I don't think Japanese get it either. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, apparently I'm allergic to the lack of heavy demo ships. Let me just double check, see if my knowledge is correct. No heavy demo for Aztecs. Malay. Malay don't even get it, do they? Yeah, they also don't get it. Does any civ here get it? Persians. They get heavy demo. Okay. So we have Persians at least. Let me just double check Vietnamese quickly. Okay, so Vietnamese and Persians get it. My bad, my bad. That's pretty crazy. Regular demo ships are still incredibly strong, but it's pretty wild. Normally there's just one civ in the whole game. I guess they did random civs this time around. Okay, well, Ducks, we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. Yeah, Ryder, exactly that, man. Exactly that. Well, we got a transport from Matrix. What's in this thing? One villager. This is very Matrix-like. You know what I need? I need there to be a game-breaking bug where one of Matrix's units teleports at some point, so I can say he Matrix his way there. That would be great. Just at some point, Matrix, if you can make that happen for me. He has a TC over here. He has a TC over here, but he cannot fight for the center right now. And 70 years remaining. It's so hard to control the center down to 0 on this map. Especially when you have a player like Honey. Sorry for the sniffles, my friends. Willis. He's Italian and he doesn't have a lot of docks, which is a problem in my eyes. Think he could do more here. Okay, he's researching Galleon now. Yep, just build some docks on the sides and then start getting into the middle. Under pressure says, Yellow, I hope you stay peaceful. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. So something tells me that Honey's gearing up for an attack and he wants his victory. But Teal maybe believes him. Oh, here come the demos. Yeah, this is why you need Navy. Oh boy. Great job from Balky to go with the heavy demolition ships. And these Arbalests do not stand a chance. Even if you go Showtails, the Showtails are a low HP unit. So they'll get destroyed. You really need your own Navy here. And this countdown is about to reset. There's just 3 villagers in the center for Teal. Are you guys ready to see some units explode? I hope you are, because there's so much potential for that. Matrix says, what? I can give you trade. So it's Matrix is trying to stay alive here. He doesn't want anyone to kill him off. You see how Honey's trying to dock everywhere? This is pretty impressive. Anywhere he has an ally, he's building docks. That dock blocks their potential docks. It also will, if they turn on each other, of course, that means there'll be harbors firing arrows. And Teal still has the center. Teal still has the center. I don't think he'll hold this with the amount of military he has. But he could. 27 years. That moment when you go full screen on T90 stream and then move your mouse to scroll the map wondering why it doesn't work. Oh god! Under Pressure has his own demo ships! The Pointy Boys are there, but he only has one group. His demos, believe it or not, are holding the center for him at the moment. Okay, now a few Showtails are coming in. It would be a gigantic throw for the other players if Under Pressure holds on to this. And everybody's coming to the middle now. There's a few Showtail warriors keeping it for Teal with 15 years remaining. And the 2 demo ships to the north. He has a few reinforcements, but I still feel like he'll lose it, and he does. To Honey, of course. Some of these guys are allied to each other. Everyone seems to be allied with Honey. Now, Honey seems uninterested. He actually leaves the center and gives it to someone else. Red, his position is pretty bad. He's trying... Oh, whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! He's been trying to get conversion. Just look at that blood splatter. That's crazy. These samurai are saying, not today, monks. Not today. We will not join your religion. Well, that's pretty crazy. And Red has lost so much gold. He tried to go for the monks on a map where it's probably near impossible. But again, he would, if he played this standard, probably destroy. So... I can appreciate that. At some point, they're going to have to turn on green. They all seem to be allied with him, but at some point, if they want to win, they're going to have to turn on green. Yeah, Ducks, let me do that real quick. I can tab out. There it is. I refreshed it for you. Man, if green turns anyone to enemy... Ooh, look at this. Blue is killing the demo ships before their enemy demo ships, so... There we go. Now green realizes. Now there's some explosions. And I think the countdown will reset yet again. Honey has gone for so many harbors. I don't think I've ever seen a player build so many. He has harbors in the north. He has harbors even alongside Red's shoreline. It's pretty impressive stuff. Blue has control of the center. He has the Japanese spam. Could just spam those pointy boys and those samurai to victory here. Might not even need Navy. Though navy can be helpful, of course. Will you be stopping in England on your way to NAC2? I have a Man United ticket with your name on it. Oh, that's so tempting, man. No, NAC is a whole week. So as much as I would love to be in England again, I won't be able to pull it off. But I think at some point later on in 2019, I'll probably go back to England. I'm not sure. We'll see. I will be traveling a fair amount next year. So no one's challenging blue. Except for a couple random units from yellow. He's at 200 pop with way too many resources. How many eco units does he have? Yeah, I would... Well, he has 37 idols, so you could start there. Delete 37 idols and you'll be good to go. And Red just keeps coming with these monks. 95 HP on these monks as well. Will you be stopping by Utah on your way to NAC2? I have a van full of candy with your name on it. Yeah, I'm actually planning on stopping by. Looking forward to it. I can't pass that up. I can't pass that up. He's getting conversions, but he's converting very cheap karambits that would then just die to the docks, so it's a bit weird. And wow, blue even has Trebs in the center. So I think all players should create some pop space if they can. Willis has a lot of idols. Start deleting those so you have more space for military. Green needs to stay allied with Honey at least for the moment so we can get his navy through here to help out, because he's the only one that can really combat this with the demo ships. What about a freezer full of salmon to come to Raleigh again? Karu, how's your foot doing, man? Poor Karu, he was going to go to the meetup and then he broke his foot. I think the night before you broke your foot. How's that going? That really stinks. I am Ryder. I will actually be in San Jose for TwitchCon. So if you're serious, I mean, I'm not going to take Salmon home with me on the plane, but if you're serious, I'm looking into details on where I can do like some kind of meetup. Oh my goodness, 40 years remaining. There's no way blue holds this. This is just a crazy map. There's no way. Demo ships coming in left and right. Navy everywhere. Okay, he has a few units trickling in. You know, this is what's impressive if you can get the spam going. Just have one unit in the center at all times. We've seen it many times before. And there's no one cutting off the reinforcements. So if his buildings are queued up, and they are queued up, he could do this. This could be an amazing victory. You need one unit in the center at all times. Just one. Now the reinforcements are being blocked off at least. Have you ever seen so many units in the center of a King of the Hill game? This is crazy. 24 years. I mean, there should be no way. But he still has control. He still has control. 22 years now. They just need to sit here. He still has it. How does he still have this? 17 years. I'm still thinking there's no way. But he keeps getting by. He keeps getting by. Okay, I just jinxed him. Wow. Alright, well, it's close. Now yellow has control of it. And I wonder if yellow will turn on green or if green will turn on yellow. Because if green does turn on yellow, then yellow's docks will start shooting his navy. Nice job from blue. Blue could still do this. Blue could still do this. He just needs to wait.
Yes.
Matrix says, we have to snipe him. We have to snipe yellow. How are you going to do that, man? He's not snipeable.
Yes.
He's planned this to perfection. You're going to have to win via the monument. You're not going to snipe that guy. Maybe red could do it. Maybe red could do it with rams and monks, but I don't think so. But yellow's not going for the victory. Like, he has really good control, but he's not going for the victory, so...
Yes.
Of course, he's getting all the extra golds in the north and the west, but... I don't think he's the biggest threat at the moment. Whoever has control of the center is the biggest threat. Willis has control of the center. And for now, I mean, he has resources. He could do this. Who will win? Lots of people voting on Honey in the chat. Nobody voting for Willis. Nah, SFB, unfortunately, we've kind of outgrown that stage where we can do that, man. So, they want to snipe Honey. At least Matrix wants to snipe Honey. Honey's still alive. I mean, Matrix is still alive. Impressive stuff for him to stay alive, but his eco is still really bad. And he's saying we need to snipe, when in reality he means you guys need to snipe and I'll watch. Because he doesn't have any military. So, yeah, it's going to be an issue. Sorry if you heard my phone notification there. Yellow's in the center, green's in the center, orange is in the center, orange has control. He's just now realizing he has control. You guys are going to have some balls and just go for it. Just go for it, fight. This is really crazy because there are alliances. Are you planning on stopping in Minnesota on your way to NAC2? I have some cold ones and some boys with your name on them. No, but I would like to go to Minnesota. I've had somebody promise me a Minnesota Vikings ticket, which would not be necessary, but I'd like to go to see a Vikings game, for sure. I'm a Vikings fan. Okay, and that's interesting. Green actually takes control of the monument now. Fenster, Jake, and J-Pon, thank you guys again for the subs. I think I missed Soap Appeal as well. Thank you, Soap Appeal. Sorry, I was so distracted with the game here. I don't think I'm planning on going to Arizona anytime soon, but I've heard good things. Man, there's a lot of places I want to be, but obviously if I travel as much as I'd like, well, it's very expensive, and then I'm not working, and work is important. I don't get paid time off like most other people do with their jobs, so I gotta be careful with how crazy it gets. Where do I live? I live in a giant forest. I like to call it Forest Nothing. Also, you could call that Pennsylvania. So Balky's going for elephants. Really slow elephants, in fact. And God of the Godless is coming in for conversions. He's still sticking to this. Well, those elephants are going to be hard to kill. They're going to be really hard to kill. And I'm still waiting. Still waiting for Honey to turn. Honey has not shown me that he's interested in turning on green, and this is a surprise to me. Honestly, Ice Cream, I don't follow the NHL all that much in the regular season because there's so many games and it's impossible to follow. At least for me, like I'll follow the results, but in a sport where just making it to the playoffs is the biggest goal out of the regular season, I don't get too bent out of shape until like the last quarter of the season. On results. Okay, so now they've turned on each other. 63 years remaining for Green. Green mops up Honey, but Honey will have some really cheap reinforcements coming in. Whereas everything for Balky is very expensive. And we have an army of Arbs from Under Pressure working his way into Balky's base. And also, all of the farmers now for Green are going down. His navy, he can't get reinforcements in here, right? Because of the docks that Honey built. So I would have never let Honey build these docks. And a lot of people did. A lot of people let him build the docks. That's going to be a problem. You're not wrong, Ducks. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. I'm not saying my situation is a bad situation. I'm in a very good situation right now, for sure. But you know, the fact is with so many subscribers, if I go away for a week, I'm gonna hemorrhage some subs, right? So it's not only like what I'm paying on the trip, but it's also what I'm losing when I'm not working, which is a bit different. So the clock resets on Teal, who is definitely not going to hold this. Just explosion after explosion here. So much craziness. It's funny that Teal was able to take control of this when he only has a few villagers in there. This is a crazy game. This is a crazy game. Red keeps trying with his monks, but he's running out of steam now. He does not have the gold to keep doing that. And now might be the time for Honey, as Honey has 14,000 gold. Green is no longer a threat. Teal is not a huge threat. And Willis, well, Willis is a threat. He just doesn't know it yet. So it could be Willis, and it could be Honey. I'm actually not a huge fan of IRL streams. The only time I'm a big fan of them is when I drink a lot, and I would definitely be doing that when I'm at TwitchCon. But for the most part, when I go on a trip, I go on trips to... When I go away, I kind of want to have a small disconnect from Twitch, you know? Obviously, I'm going to TwitchCon, but after that, I'm going to be doing some different things throughout California, and I just... Like, my passion is Age of Empires 2, right? My passion is Age of Empires 2, and my job is Age of Empires 2. So, pretty much every time I'm not streaming, a good guess is I'm probably doing something Age of Empires 2 related, or Twitch related, or YouTube related. So it's just very much, like, it is my life. And so when I go away, to then just continue to stream on Twitch and all that, can be a bit much. I want to, like, just kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy the trip. And also, I think that many people might not want to see my ugly mug standing there talking about God knows what at TwitchCon, you know? I might do one stream, because I will have, there will be some Age of Empires friends there, so I might do one stream, but I wouldn't do it like a lot of more popular streamers would. I've done it before. It can be nice, but it also can be a lot. Speaking of a lot, Honey, goodness gracious.
Yes.
So now they need to start thinking about how they can deal with Honey. You know what I want to see is I want to see a huge chain reaction. I want demos to come in and explode this group of demos from Honey, and I want to see 20 demos explode because of one of Willis's. Are you going to meet Nilly? Yes, I will. I will. I already met Nilly. Was it twice? Yeah, I saw Nilly twice, actually. In real life. Nilly's an awesome guy. Everything you see from Nilly on his streams, personality-wise, is very much what he is in real life. And that's not the case with everybody in the world. Because, you know, streaming, sometimes people are putting on a little bit of an act. Like, I don't talk exactly like this when I'm not putting on an act, but I'm a bit different myself, even when we're talking real life. But Nilly's pretty much himself on stream, pretty much himself all times, and I really like the guy. He has his... I mean, he's been dedicated to Age of Empires for a long time, and he has his head screwed on straight, so... Can Honey hold this? Can Honey hold this? Demos, fast fires, and the pointy boys are on the way for me. This is wild. Just demo after demo, fire after fire. We even have a transport in there from Honey. Honey has to hold this for another 45 years. This is madness. This is crazy. Look at these explosions. This is like the fireworks on the 4th of July, guys. 4th of July has come early, or I guess late. Tomatrix is helping out with his skirms. Under Pressure is cleaning up the docks from Honey. The Halberdiers will do quite a good job here, actually, versus the fire ships. Oh my goodness, this is wild, man. Honey could easily lose this. Willis just needs to keep the demos going. Man, if Green could get heavy demos in, that would be so helpful. There we go, he's trying now. Once these docks are cleaned up, then he can get in. They need to get rams there. This is insanity. This is insanity. 26 years, and I don't know if Honey can do this. Everybody's getting involved. Red is getting involved. Have you ever seen a game like this before? Look at that. In the blink of an eye, he loses most of his foothold in the center. And that siege onager shot will be huge. Another follow-up shot will be huge. Honey's working on reinforcements, but he's only at 100 pop. He doesn't have food. 18 years. Now they need to cut off his reinforcements. And so far, it's close. How did he not lose it there? There we go. What? Surely it's over for him now. Yep, blue gets control of it. Unreal numbers of units. This is insane. We need to get some let the bodies hit the floor going here. This is wild, man. That has to be the title of this video. Let the bodies hit the floor. This is insanity. I mean, everybody's spamming now. Whatever they can. Will blue win this after all? We're back to the pointy boy spam, guys. And Willis is more focused on yellow. And now he says, do we continue teaming Honey? Or what's the play? Because blue is actually not being attacked by anyone except teal. I think yeah, I think that's the situation we're in right now. I'm not going to bring up the overlay. We'll look at the KD afterwards. I don't want any distractions now. 79 years. Blue's resources. Looking good, guys. Looking good. He's... Actually, it's not great, but he at least has a bunch of halbs queued up. He must have taken a hit with his eco or something, because he should have more food than that. Because he doesn't have more food, I don't know if he can do this. Red, of all people, could actually do this with his pikes. Honey is going to have to wait for rounds, too. And green could actually come back into... Oh, no. Never mind. What happened here? Bad things happened here. Never mind. He's only at 28 pop, so I don't think he can do it. What about teal? Teal could actually do this. To Matrix, maybe? Wow, to Matrix of all people. 170 pop for him. If everybody plays this map right, this game can go on for a very long time. Because with demo ships being a thing, it's near impossible to just win this on your own. You really have to time it right. Just a Hussar raid from Willis. I think this would be short-lived, but he's distracting Honey. The two-handed swordsman and the castles will kill those Hussars. But they know he's been the strongest player, don't they? And now red takes control of the middle. If God wins this, after all the monk trolling earlier, that would be so good. He could pull it off here, guys. He could pull it off. Oh! Oh! Crazy game. Just crazy game. There's no other words for this. Except craziness. And I still have no clue who's gonna win. What a way to finish off the night. What a way to finish off the night. And you know what? I needed this in my life. I needed this in my life. We haven't had a great King of Kings game in a long time. This is so good. Yeah, no one's going for the king, but I am Ryder. Going for the king now is a huge risk. Because imagine if teal goes for Willis at this point, and they start fighting. Those two are then out of the center, and then blue could win quite easily, right? I've seen it before where players would go for the king now, and then they just look dumb if they don't get the king snipe, and then they're not in the middle. So I think the safer play is to go for the monument. Especially because most of the bases are fortified, but you're right, I mean, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. If you think blue's going to win for sure, then you can go for his king. And blue's king is not all that safe. Willis says he doesn't know who to trust. Is to Matrix going to take control of the middle? Are you kidding me? What is this game? To Matrix was down to 30 pop. His main base is here. He started here. Wow. Matrix says, why did I have the middle XD? I don't have the numbers. And Will says, how the F is to Matrix winning? Well, let's be honest. He has halbs and he has skirms. So that could all die to everything surrounding him. And he just abandons the center and gives it to Willis. This is like hot potato now. This is like hot potato. Nobody wants the middle because they know what happens to people who go there. And, okay, Under Pressure goes, I'll take that, thank you. I'll take that, thank you. Alright, let's bring up that overlay for a moment. I want to see populations while things have slowed down. It will be bugged out. Slightly. Okay, there we go. There's the populations for you. Also the relic count. Red has 2 relics for Tamatrix. And Willis is still focusing on Honey. And Honey says, Willis, why? And Willis says, high score.
Yes.
Which is probably true. Oh! Blue just killed Red! And Red has control of the middle with a lot of units. How did that even happen? Maybe he sent his king to the center by accident? But a snipe. Me must know something about it. He says, he. Pointy boys do it again. And Honey instantly is like, not me. Not me. Don't see me as the bad guy. It wasn't me, bro. So Red gets sniped. Maybe God of the Godless can tell us in the Twitch chat where his king was, because I was not expecting a snipe there. Blue says this was way too easy. Red's KD is just awful. He probably lost 100 monks. Again, I did say, God of the Godless, that if you would have played that a bit differently, if you would have try-harded that, you probably wouldn't have lost so many monks, of course. I was defending your honor there. He says, King was in a TC, I forgot about him. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, it's easy to forget about, I suppose. Under Pressure has control of the middle. But for how long?
Yes.
For how long? OMG, I went to sleep when T90 was streaming, and I wake up and now I see T90 streaming. Awesome. I recall you going to bed, actually. I recall that. Is that crazy? That's how long the stream's been going on today. Jokey says, does it cost money to sub to T90? Well, if you're talking about a Twitch sub, Twitch subs are $5 a month. So, yes. But, of course, you can always follow. Of course, you can always, what was I going to think? Sub on YouTube. It can be confusing. If you come into Twitch, it's called subscription on Twitch and it's paid. Whereas on YouTube, it's basically a follow. But, of course, if you or a family member or friend has Amazon Prime, you can link that with your Twitch account and get 1 free sub to a streamer a month. As my Twitch chat has reminded me. So there's ways of subbing. But are there ways to end this game? 70 years remaining for Teal, and I'm not convinced he can do this. His whole composition is vulnerable to Demos. Like, everything here can die to Demos. Do you get paid if we use Prime? Yes. Kisty, thank you for the Prime. Yes, streamers still get the payout even though it's free for you. It's a pretty awesome deal. This is a crazy game. I know I say,
No.
I use the word ever a lot, but this could be the craziest King of Kings game ever. Not game ever, but King of Kings game ever. I'm a bit baffled. I'm a bit baffled. I did not expect the game to be this good. Holy Subtrain. Thank you, everybody. Pruneface, thank you. Gid, thank you, man. Kisty, thank you guys for the new subs. Honey still has more resources than everyone, so he's acting like he's the victim, but he's definitely in the best position. No doubt about that. Teal has the monument at 46 years. I am just waiting for him to die to enemy onagers and to enemy demos, but oh god! Well, we didn't have to wait too long, did we? And Under Pressure says, no, please no. Yeah, and he will lose a lot of units, as will everybody. And Willis, he overextends with his hand cannons. And so everybody's getting wrecked, and this is the signal for Honey to go in and try and take the center yet again. Whoa, look at this trade card from Willis. Look at that guy go. He's gonna make it too. 52 gold are in that trade cart. Teal actually hasn't lost this yet, but yeah, he loses it now. Oh, and Tamatrix has control. Again, I think this is like hot potato. I don't think you want this right now. If you are not in a position to try and win the game, you probably don't want to lose your units there. Then again, Matrix is only trash and he has tons of gold, so maybe he does want to lose those and get some stronger units in the center. Why fire ships? Well, Justice for Pluto, I find fast fire ships to be very good here. Because why are galleons strong? Well, massed galleons are strong because you can hit and run. But in King of the Hill, you can't run, otherwise you lose the monument. So fires are good in close quarters, and whatever's in the center is not going to leave. So I think fast fires are arguably better here. But then, of course, you know, with so many demos out, you might want to have galleons to snipe the demos before they come in, so. Crazy Extremist says, I'm really liking how responsive these players are playing. Yeah. I like this cheeky move from Matrix where he's attack grounding Yellow's units. He's being sneaky here. Yellow is his ally. Matrix is like, he'll never notice. He'll never notice. Oh god, that was a bad idea. That was a real bad idea, Matrix. What did you think? What did you think was gonna happen, man? You think he wasn't gonna notice that? You think he wasn't gonna notice that? Good lord. Good lord. Oh geez, Cvad, thank you, man. Thank you for gifting those subs. 10 subs, wow. Oh lord. What a game. This could be the longest game of Age of Empires history. We just don't know. We might not even be halfway there. So to all the people who received those gifted subs, it's possible many of you are lurking. Enjoy the emotes. Huge demo shot there. Honey, he wants this. He's back in business, ladies. He's back in business. So let's get a refresher on those situations with resources. Willis, not too bad. 200 pop, not too bad. Honey, he again is in the best position by far. Matrix actually has great resources, but this guy's obsessed with trash. I think he said he would name his firstborn Trash Baby or something, which is a horrible name. I'm pretty sure that the government would not allow you to keep your baby if you named it Trash Baby. But hopefully he's not going to do that in real life. It's just that in Age of Empires, you should make something other than trash here when you have the gold. Vietnamese elephants would be strong. Navy would be strong. I don't know what it is. He's obsessed with trash, so if there's any hoarders out there, you can maybe get some of your junk and give it to Matrix. Willis now takes control of the center. What a game. What a game. And Willis sees the demos and he goes, no, I'm not doing this. Maybe, like Ryder said earlier, you should just go for the freaking King Snipe, because you're gonna lose resources going for the center anyway. So just try and snipe a king, maybe. Maybe that's what you have to do.
Nine hours, baby. Enjoy the emotes, everyone.
Thank you, Cvad, for the bits. Now, it's been a long stream. You know, I was gonna cook food after this, but it's gonna be past 9 p.m. I always do this on community game day. I say I'm gonna cook, and then I end up... Oh, interesting. Willis is turning on Teal. Then afterwards, I end up going out to eat Indian food or sushi or something. So my point might actually be proven here. Remember I said, if people start attacking each other and going for kings, then one person could win the center easier. So at the moment, because of Willis's move, Teal is now distracted from going to the center, and Honey has free reign over it. What's Blue up to? He is 111 pop. He does not have enough pointy boys. So yeah, I think they all need to focus on the center again, and quick, because again, Honey is in a very strong position here. The demos are doing some work, but it's not a crazy amount. And Under Pressure says, Orange, leave those trebs behind. Oh my goodness! No wonder Willis doesn't have gold anymore. He has more than a dozen trebuchets. He has 4, 8, yeah, he's more than a dozen trebs. Under pressure says, focus center, I won't attack you next time you have it. Okay, fair enough. Does Teal trust the condos? Because he could easily flatten these. Willis realizes he's repenting now. He says, okay, we need to focus Honey. This is true. This is true. Honey can make anything he wants with these resources. Anything he wants. It seems like he doesn't have food, but he does. It's just that units are already queued up in his barracks. He's in an amazing position here. I think it's now or never for Honey. Make a move now. 50 years, you only have one person fighting you. That is a luxury in this game. So just go for it. And there's a lot of siege onagers from Teal that Teal could maybe send in here to use, but I don't know if you want to risk the siege onagers just yet. Maybe wait for the last 20 years. And that time is quickly approaching. Hear the constant production now from Honey. And Green, remember, he had to reboom. His population's not great still. To Matrix, he has 7k gold. He's not using the gold. And he's losing these trebuchets he was trying to send forward and attack. So to Matrix isn't doing anything. It's got to be Willis. It's got to be Under Pressure. And maybe Blue with his pointy boys. But where have they gone? I think he just lost them in the center, right? So they have to go now. And Siege Onagers on their own is a really bad move. So I think Honey could finally be there. And the Siege Onagers, they can maybe get a few shots in before they go down, but they're all going to go down. The demos are coming in as well. Fire, my friend. Oh, get some shots off. Oh, God. Blue says, okay, guys, it's it for me. I'm legit out of everything. Honey has just outlasted them. And I don't see anything from Willis just yet beyond some Hussars. Maybe could work Navian. I mean, this game has set a really high standard for skill. Everyone's been playing well. But now Honey has 120 military, and it's all going to be in the center. So the early stages of this game set such a high bar. It's always going to be difficult to keep that up. Because players run out of resources. Players run out of economy. Blue has. Green has. I do think Matrix could have done a bit more. He's trying with onagers, but onagers won't work. Here's some demo ships. You know, if they clear up the units in the center, then maybe their hope is that yellow will lose control of the center and at least the countdown will restart. Teal's here with a few siege onagers. That's close. Still not enough. Yellow still has units here. And 8 years remaining. I think Honey's going to take this finally. It could be a photo finish. But it feels like he has just enough. He just needs one unit in the center. 5 years remaining now. And Honey with a great strategy. A great hold. Because remember, he was 3v1'd for a while. He's going to get this victory, I feel. Yeah, they call it the GG. Great game.
Yes.
Great game, man. That was an awesome game. Honey finally gets a victory. This guy's been playing in community games for over a year. Honey, something you need to know about Honey. He gets attacked first almost every single game. It's really interesting. And sometimes he won't even say anything. He won't even do anything, but people team up on him. If you remember the game we did, which was France, he was attacked. There's various ones. I think one was Eagle Snatch, which was a YouTube video from 6 months ago. He was attacked early. Oftentimes, the guy goes down to 2 or 3 population, and he just can't get back into it. Well, this time, they didn't attack him, and this is what the guy can do. He finally gets his win. So, Honey says, oh boy, that feels great. Congrats, man. Congrats. Yeah, he did get the corners. He had an amazing strat. Let's look at the achievements. He had 1,800 kills in this game. 1,800 kills. I wonder how many kills came from harbors. That'd be interesting to see. I wish the stats could be broken down like that. Like how many kills you got from Siege? How many kills you got from this unit or that unit? There's the eco difference. He had less gold than Willis, believe it or not. I don't know how that's possible. I know Willis had the one corner. But still lots of gold for him, Honey. Lots of wood as well, which is always important. Very well played, Honey. Very well played, everybody, though. That whole game was fantastic. You know, this is the last game of the stream, and that was sick for the last game. Sometimes it could be a little bit lackluster because I'm tired, but that kept me energetic the whole time, so thank you, man.
Thanks for letting me play in this awesome game, was so much fun.
Andy Rocksteady, you're welcome, man. Thank you for 17 months. Thank you, thank you. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube and you'd like to check out the Twitch action, you could do so by clicking the Twitch link below in the video description. We do community games every single Thursday, and of course, I'm casting expert games and classic games on other days as well. Let's see the conversions. That would be here, 216. Considering God of the Godless was up against the Harbors and up against the Karambits and the Two-Handed Swordsman and the Halbs, that's a lot of conversions. That hurts my wrists just thinking of all that clicking there. Because for every conversion he got, he probably failed with about 4. So, yeah, that's a lot of work right there, God of the Godless. Yeah, of course, Honey. He's a good player. He's a good player. I was worried that he was going to steamroll you again, though, Honey. I really was. I was like, oh boy, Honey's next to the best player in the game. Honey's dead. Surprise, surprise.